back with another video. So this one here is the 4 Agreements. I think everybody and their mama know about this book, and I would highly recommend it. It was such a good book. The agreements are just so easy, so practical, and just stuff that people should be living their life by, to make their life simple, to make their life easy, to not worry about stuff, to not judge yourself, to not judge others, to let other people be and stuff like that, which I know is really hard because I talk a lot of mess. Like I'm a mess talker. And so to not be judging folks, which I don't judge them seriously like that. It's just like goofy stuff, but it's just like that's hard, you know. It's hard, and it's hard not to judge yourself either, and to just be like, you know, it is what it is. Some things I'm capable of, some things I'm not. But this book is just like, let stuff be what it is. Live in the moment. Don't worry about the past, the future. Don't look too much into it. Stay here, right here in the present. Enjoy your life. Be happy. Have gratitude. Love those that are around you, and just do the best that you can. And it's like, I can't remember the agreements, and I don't know if that's like so mean to say it, but okay. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your words. The second, don't take anything personal. The fourth, don't make assumptions. The third is don't make assumptions, and the fourth is always do your best. And it's based off of like some old ancient wisdom. And with that, you can see how the 4 Agreements would help you live a better life. And the book is just basically about, you make agreements with yourself. You make agreements with other people, whether you mean to or you don't. Like everything you do, like your interactions are agreements with people. And so when you're impeccable with your words, you're just kind of like standing on what you say, like mean what you say what you mean. And don't say anything that's like, you know, crazy and off the hook, be it about you or about yourself. And then it's, don't take anything personal, which is a big one and really hard. Like when people do stuff, like, it's always based on how they feel, whether it's they're doing something good or they're doing something bad. It's based on how they feel, more so about themselves, or maybe even how they're feeling in the moment, for the day. Like happy people are not going to be like mean and evil and stuff like that. And then people that are just like evil people, I guess you can say, like mean people, they're, no matter what you do, they're going to be mean, they're going to be upset. Like Karen is always going to be a Karen, no matter what you do. If you get her coffee right or not, she's going to want to speak to your manager. So it's just like, you don't need to take that personal because Karen was just having a crabby day and she's upset about her haircut or something. So don't take it personal that she didn't like the way you made her coffee, or she didn't like, I don't know, that you looked at her or whatever. And then there's other people that no matter what you do, you could like give them the wrong coffee, or you could give them a coffee that they're allergic to, and before they drink it, they realize like, oh my God, I'm allergic to this, you know, this is the wrong one. And you can tell them, you know, and you can apologize like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And like, they're not going to trip. They're just going to be like, you know, it's okay. It happens. We're all human. We all make mistakes. You know, I'm just glad I caught it before I drank it so that I don't have to use my EpiPen, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So there's just people in the world that are going to be themselves. They're going to be grumpy because they're just a grumpy, miserable, old hag type person. Or there's people who are going to be happy because they're just like, I'm living life and I'm happy. And no matter what comes my way, like, it just is what it is. Like, things are not going to be perfect every day. So then the fourth one is like, don't make assumptions. So that's a big one too, because a lot of times, like, I've noticed within myself, when I don't give people benefit of the doubt, then I turn into the little nasty Karen, because I'm like, they didn't did this on purpose. Like, what was, you know, kind of thing. But when I don't make assumptions and I just let things be, or I like clarify something, then I see like, okay, that person didn't mean it like that. My kids did not mean to make me turn into mommy crazy today. They just needed a little attention. They didn't know how to do this. Like, you know, like I know too, a lot of times with our kids, if you have kids, because I know I do it, that I assume they know something, but sometimes they just really don't. I'm just like, okay, well at that age I knew, or whatever, but they don't know it. And so when I take that time to be patient and say, well, hey, do you understand this? Or did you? And they say no, then I'm like, oh, okay. I'm expecting more from you than you can give me right now, but let me go ahead and slow it down and explain this to you. So then it works out a lot better. And then the fourth one is always do your best. So it's like with that, it doesn't let you off the hook, but it lets you off the hook, because if you can't reach the 3 agreements for the day, just look again, we're in the present. If you can't reach those agreements for the day, you did your best, right? Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. Because when you beat yourself up and you judge yourself, then you have like all these negative thoughts, which are not even really your thoughts. They're other people's thoughts in your mind. And then you're getting negative yourself. And then you're definitely going to be a Karen, because you're just negative and naggy and miserable. That's how a Karen turns into a Karen. So with those 4 things, you should be good. And then it also talks about breaking your old agreements. So your old bad, nasty habits that you had, maybe like putting yourself down. I'm not good enough. I can't. Hype yourself up. I got this. I can do it. It may take me 30 times, but I'm going to get through it. I'm going to do this. Today I fell off, but I'm good. You know, I'm not going to just crash and burn and relapse. I guess that is a relapse, maybe, if you messed up. But you get what I'm saying? Like, if you were on a diet and today you just pigged out and ate cookies and ice cream all day because you were stressed out because Karen didn't cuss you out at Starbucks or whatever, and you didn't forgot, like, I'm supposed to be, you know, just letting stuff go, and, you know, I didn't broke my little agreement to myself, just tell yourself, I did the best that I could, and today, you know, I'm here, but tomorrow I'm going to start all over again, or later this evening I'm going to start all over again, or heck, right now I'm going to start all over again and get my day back on track. So that's what this book is about, and it's really such a short read, so simple. You can literally read it in one day, probably a good maybe 2 hours, depending on how fast you read, and be done with the book. And that's that. But I hope you love the book review, and if you read it and you loved it, let me know below.